Okay, anybody remembers the prayers, children? Anybody would like to try the prayers? It's very important, the prayers that we do in the beginning, to recite those prayers and to learn them by heart. Okay, so it's very, very important. So let us recite the prayers. Om Jnanatimrandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmalitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen. Today we are going to do children 4.34. Okay, this is a very important shloka, and this comes in one of the 108 main shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, we've been doing, for all those who are new, we have been doing 108 main Gita. Otherwise, there are 700 shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, but we are doing 108 shlokas, the main ones, and we are on the 4th chapter. Okay, so I want someone to read this. Can somebody please read? Okay, Nitara, you'll read the shloka?
Yes, I want to try.
Yes, wonderful. Fine. Yes, go ahead. Okay, so here we go. Nitara, tad vidhi prani patena, because this dash on A, it means that is A, not A. Okay, so tad vidhi prani patena, not patena. Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Tad vidhi prana patena
Prashnena. So that apostrophe. So one second, one more thing. So this apostrophe sign on S means sh, not sa. Okay. So pariprashnena sevaya. Yes.
Pariprashnena sevaya.
Yes.
Upadekyanti te
Gnanam. That is gnanam.
Gnanam.
Not jananam. That is go. Gnanam, like gyan. Gnanam.
Jnanam.
Gnaninas.
Gnaninas tattva darshanaha.
Very good. Very good. Very nice. Very good try. Okay. Now, Deepika, please read the translation.
Yes, Mataji. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anandita. Yes.
Mataji, the path of spiritual realization is undoubtedly difficult. The Lord therefore advises us to approach a bona fide spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession from the Lord himself. No one can be a bona fide spiritual master without following this principle of disciplic succession. The Lord is the original spiritual master, and a person in the disciplic succession can convey the message of the Lord as it is to his disciple. No one can be spiritually realized by manufacturing his own process, as is in the fashion of foolish pretenders. The Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 3rd chapter, 19th verse says, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagvat pranitam. The path of religion is directly enunciated by the Lord. Therefore, mental speculation or dry arguments cannot help lead one to the path, to the right path. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, let's read. Let's first read and then we will try to understand it. Yes, who would like to read now? Kiara, would you like to read? Kiara, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please read.
Not by independent study of books, knowledge can one progress in spiritual life. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender and should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false pride. Satisfaction of the self-realization, spiritual master, and the secret advancement in spiritual life. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Okay, next, Saket.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, just a second. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination for spiritual understanding. Unless there is submission and service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective. One must be able to pass the test of the spiritual master, and when he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he will automatically bless the disciple with genuine spiritual understanding. In this verse, both blind following and observed inquiries are condemned.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Who is Sanjana? Sanjana, would you like to read?
Okay, ma'am. Not only should one hear submissively from the spirit master, but one must also get a clear understanding from him. In submission and service and inquiries, a born field spirit master is by nature very kind towards the disciple. Therefore, when the student is submissive and is always ready to render service and reciprocation of knowledge and inquiries to be perfect.
Wonderful. You joined for the first time, is it?
Yes.
Where do you live, Sanjana?
Bangalore, Manchipimara, Sarjapur Road.
Oh, really? Sarjapur Road? Wonderful. Then
we invited them. We asked them to join the class.
Oh, you invited Deepika. Oh, you're Deepika's friend. Hare Bol, let's welcome Sanjana by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wonderful. So Sanjana, initially you may feel that, oh, what are we discussing? What is it? Because you've just joined the class, right? But don't worry. Don't worry, we will, just try and hear whatever is being discussed right now. For our previous, episodes, you can watch ISKCON Whitefield YouTube channel, the kids class. Okay, we have done from chapter 1. Okay, so now, children, now tell me. I want to hear from you. Just this translation. Just raise your hands. What have you understood by this translation? 2 lines of translation. Who would like to try and explain. Tell me. Okay, Saket, go ahead.
Mataji, so this means that we should not create our own understandings of the Bhagavad Gita, but should learn the truth from a spiritual master, and we should
Wonderful. So
listen to
that is
him.
one. Yeah, one point is that we should not create our own thinking. Prabhupada also used to say, don't say, I think so, I think this is this. No, don't say this, I think. Just go by, learn the truth from a spiritual master and read Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yes, yes. And next?
Spiritual masters are self-realized, and that's why they can tell us the whole truth.
Wonderful. 2
telling
points. Okay. 2 points. 2 points. Yes, done. Wonderful. 2 points. So spiritual master is a realized soul and he knows the truth and he can tell us. So, okay. So that is what it is. See here. Tad vidhi pranipatina. Pranipatina means by approaching a spiritual master. Pariprashnena. This is very important. In this shloka, pariprashnena is important because Pariprashnena means with a humble attitude, with a service attitude, with a attitude, submissive attitude, sorry. Not service, submissive attitude, where you are not testing the speaker. Sometimes in school children, what happens is when teacher explains something, just to maybe to create your own impression, or maybe to just simply some children will ask questions, right? That, but I think this is not correct. I have seen somewhere in a video that this was shown, but why in book they have written like this? No. If you really have a doubt, then in a very humble manner, say, ma'am, I have this doubt. Can you please resolve it for me? That is a difference between a Krishna conscious child and a non-Krishna conscious child. You learn these values right from your childhood. And Bhagavad Gita teaches us, see, it's saying tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Pariprashnena, in a submissive mood. Ask a genuine question. Okay. Upadekshanti te jnanam means, upadekshanti means that they will try to tell us, give us upadesh. Okay, they will try to give us that knowledge. Jnanam means knowledge. All right. Because why? Because they are jnaninas tattva darshana. They have done the darshan of tattva. They know the true knowledge. Okay. What is true knowledge? What is true knowledge? That Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay. Wonderful. Now, next 3 lines. I'm just highlighting if somebody would like to, make us understand. Okay. Now, someone else. I want someone else to raise their hands and try to explain these. Yes, who's raising their hands? I can't see anyone. Or is it? Okay, there we go. Anandita, unmute yourself. It's okay even if it is wrong, children. Doesn't matter. I want you all to participate. That's it. Yes, Anandita.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, so in these 4 lines, the Lord is telling that the path of spiritual realization is very, very difficult. And therefore it is advised that we reach a bona fide spiritual master from in the line of disciplic succession, because if we directly start reading the Bhagavatam or the Bhagavad Gita, the chances are very rare that we'll be able to understand the actual meaning.
Absolutely. The first point is that we should, even if we read directly, we will not understand. Hence, we have to approach a spiritual master. And just for your knowledge, children, there are 2 types of spiritual masters. One is the Diksha Guru, which is Diksha Guru, which means that the Guru who gives you Diksha, that is a process. Once you grow up, you may follow it. And second is the Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru means all the other people around you, all the devotees, your parents, if they are devotees, yes, around you, who teach you about Bhagavad Gita. So there can be many Shiksha Gurus, but there will be only one Diksha Guru. Yes, go ahead. So we need to approach a spiritual master. Number 1. Second point. Yes, Anandita. Oh, we can't hear you, Anandita.
Mataji, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now, yes.
Yes, Mataji. So the first point is that we cannot understand it by ourselves. And the second point is that the Lord is the original spiritual master. And since he is the creator of the Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavatam, he knows the actual truth, and the person in direct disciplic succession from him will also know the truth as it is. So a bona fide spiritual master only can tell the actual truth.
Wonderful. So very two good, very good points. Anandita, you explained that we cannot read it. We may read it 100 times, but we'll not understand until and unless we approach a spiritual master. Number two, that the spiritual master knows Krishna. Okay, because Krishna is the one through whom the disciplic succession starts and follows. See, there are 4 sampradayas, children, just for your knowledge. Okay, it's a little bit of technical and theoretical knowledge, but you should know there are 4 main sampradayas or disciplic successions. One is the Sri Sampradaya, which starts with Krishna, and Krishna gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to goddess Lakshmi. And those who are followers of Sri Sampradaya, so they that is authorized. That is the Sri Sampradaya, comes from Lakshmi. Next is the Rudra Sampradaya. So Krishna imparted this knowledge to Shivji. So they belong to the Rudra Sampradaya, people who follow the Rudra Sampradaya. Okay, right? The Shivji Sampradaya. Then next is the Kumara Sampradaya, the sons of Lord Brahma, right? So that is so Krishna imparted directly the knowledge to Kumaras, 4 Kumaras. So that became a Kumara Sampradaya. And the last is the Brahma Sampradaya. Krishna imparted the knowledge initially to Lord Brahma, right? So then that is what we follow in ISKCON. Brahma, Vaishnava, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Brahmaji, from Brahmaji to Vishnu, Vaishnava. Gaudiya means Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, Brahma, Vaishnava, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay. So this is what they're talking about, the disciplic succession. So there are so many self-made gurus. Is it? No, is it not? Because don't just go on YouTube and search any answer for Bhagavad Gita and just play any other video. You will be carried away. Beware. Okay. Okay. Yes, very well explained. Now the next 4 lines. Who would like to explain? Children, you all are really superb, huh? The way you all understand and explain so much. It's so nice. Vaidehi, would you like to try it out? Would you like to try or hear first?
I would like to hear first.
Okay, no problem. So, Deepika. Oh, Om and Shiva are also there. Unnati is there. Nice to see you all. Long time. Where have you all been? Unnati, would you like to? Yeah. Deepika is there. Has she unmuted? Okay. Unnati, would you like to say? Would you like to read these 4 lines? And I mean, we've read it, but what do you understand? Would you like to explain?
Mataji, actually, I've just joined. I
you
don't
just joined. It takes some time. Yeah. Okay, Deepika. Come on,
Okay,
Deepika.
Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. So, Mataji, in these lines, it says that you can't be a spiritual master all by yourself. You have to learn it from another spiritual master. So no one can be a spiritual master and realize the self-truth.
Wonderful. Nobody can be a spiritual master just by himself. So what do they have to do? Follow the disciplic succession. Prabhupada initiated so many devotees all around the world, and now they are initiating so many devotees around the world. So Prabhupada and Prabhupada's devotees are our gurus now. They have initiated us, right? So that's how the disciplic succession from Krishna passes. Yes, wonderful. That is one good point. No one can be but they are called foolish pretenders, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, if they are self-made gurus, then they are foolish pretenders. What is the other point? Tell me point.
Mataji, so there are books which are made by themselves, the foolish, what you call them. Mataji, so those books are not actually true. They may lead things against Krishna also.
Very good.
So we should approach a bona fide spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession to be a spiritual master as well.
Amazing understanding. Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, who else would like to explain the next few lines I've highlighted? Om and Shiv, Hari Bol. Would you like to read these few lines and explain? Om and Shiv, beta? Yes, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Master.
Hare Krishna, yeah.
Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender. One should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. Satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination for spiritual understanding. Unless there is a submission and service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective.
क्या समझ में आया बेटा इसमें से कुछ सब आप
We understand that if we approach one bona fide spiritual master, we should be servant, and we should not serve him like a false. We should not give him false prestige.
Yeah, we should not have false prestige. Yes, and we should serve him like a servant. Very good point. Excellent point. We should serve a spiritual master like a servant, and we should. And हमें कोई घमंड नहीं होना चाहिए. ओहो, हमने तो इतने बड़े-बड़े प्रोग्राम किए. ओहो, हमने तो इतनी बड़ी-बड़ी रथ यात्रा की. हमारा पूरा credit goes to us. No, servants.
Credit goes to Krishna because he gave us the power to do this.
Well, it actually goes back to Krishna because Krishna empowers us. Yes, such a wonderful point. अरे तुम लोग तो ये अच्छे preachers बनने वाले. I'm just waiting for that day. Okay, next point. Next point क्या यहाँ से inquiries and submission constitute?
We should ask all the inquiries from the spiritual master and understand it.
Yes, understanding is very important. क्या फायदा? Doubt पूछ लिया spiritual master से, इस कान से सुना, दूसरे कान से निकाल दिया. If you don't understand, very good point. We should understand it from the spiritual master. और क्या है? Otherwise, it will not be effective.
If we don't serve the spiritual master and ask inquiries, it will not be effective for us.
Yes.
We stay in this world only.
हाँ, बिल्कुल ठीक है, ठीक बोल रहे हो. Okay, fine, wonderful. Now the next 3 lines. Condemned. हाँ, यहाँ तक बोलो. Avni, would you like to speak? Avni? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Hari bol, Avni. Long time. Where have you been? Okay, go ahead. Do you want to read these lines and explain?
One must be able to pass the test of spiritual mastery and desire to assist the disciple with genuine spiritual understanding. In both blank following and absurd inquiries are condemned.
Okay, what do you understand? Yes, Vita Avni. Internet has some issue.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's written in paragraph that we should always be the servant of our spiritual master, and
he automatically, then what will happen if we do that? We serve the spiritual master nicely, then what will happen?
We will automatically be good in our material and spiritual world.
Then what will happen, Vita? We will be
able to do everything in spiritual. We will understand everything in spiritual world. And
so what is the difference when we study our books, right? The material books we study, somehow we can manage and get even 100%. But in our spiritual life, even if we read 100 times, we will not understand it by our own efforts. And that is why we need the spiritual master. Okay, right? Okay. Wonderful points. Okay, so now I want, okay, someone else. Who is Ashutosh? Ashutosh. Who is Ashutosh? Yeah.
Ma'am, I like join classes for like I just come and see.
Oh, you have joined for the first time, is it?
Ma'am, I have joined like a couple of classes before.
Oh, nice. So where did you go in between?
Ma'am, I just I went like somewhere.
Oh, I
I went
see.
to mom's hometown. So
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. No problem. Join us every time, and it's nice to, hear from all of you. So, Bacha, tell me now, who would like to explain this? Anybody? Who is this AIO Gaming? Who is that? Yes, tell me. Who is this? Okay, Nitara, would you like to explain?
Yes. I
Yeah,
understand that some person, like, we always just hear from the spiritual master, like we just hear it for the sake of it. We don't really understand. So we should understand it well. We should not just mug it up for the sake of it.
Wonderful. That is such a lovely point that we just hear for the sake of hearing. Chalo class chal rahi hai, baith jate hain, aise karke baith jate hain. But if you don't understand, then it's a time waste, right? It's a wastage of time. So very nice point. That is a very nice point. And therefore, then what does, if you hear it attentively with rapt attention, then what does the spiritual master give you in return?
Blessings.
The last line. Then the spiritual master really gives us the true understanding by which we can understand Krishna, okay, and become eternally happy. Okay, then the spiritual master gives us the intelligence. If we thereby inquire submissively, pranipatena, pariprashnena, from the spiritual master, then the spiritual master awards us that understanding by which we can understand Krishna. Such a beautiful thing, no? This makes us so humble, isn't it? Okay, now let's go to the next important shloka, okay, which is 5.18. Okay, I'm just going to share my screens for 5.18. Just let me know if you're able to see this. Yes, are you able to see this? Yes, children?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
5.18, yes? Yes.
Mataji, can I read?
Last shloka, did you read? Let's give someone else a chance. Okay, Saket, try. You read the translation, Deepika, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
yes, Mataji. Vidya Vinaya Samapane
Sampanne.
Brahmane Gave Hastani Sunik Chaiva Swapakat
Saketa.
Vakecha Panditasam Darshina.
Okay, good. Yes, there we go, Deepika. Read the translation. Why are your videos off? Yeah, all of you put on your videos, Bita.
Yes, Mataji.
I want to see your beautiful faces. As it is, we don't meet. Then I will not recognize you all also. And you will also not recognize me. Okay, read the translation.
The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater outcast.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, my God, this is such a difficult thing, no? See, now we have asked the spiritual master in pranipatena, pariprashnena way, in a very submissive manner. We have asked questions, and the spiritual master has, given us that transcendental knowledge. Now, but who is a really learned person? Who we can say that has actually received the mercy of the spiritual master? This is what Krishna answers in this. He is a humble sage. That person who has thus achieved knowledge about Krishna from the spiritual master in a submissive way. Who is he? What are his qualities? He is a humble sage. By virtue of true knowledge, means by the quality of true knowledge, he sees with equal vision a learned person, right? A learned person is Brahmana, right? A gentle, right? A learned and a gentle brahmana. A cow means, yeah. Where is it? Yeah, Gavi. Gavi means a cow. And elephant means Hastini. Shuni means actually a dog. And Shwapake means the one who is a dog eater. There are some people. Okay. So dog eater. So all of these who are engaged in different bodies, a humble Brahmana sees him very, very equally with an equal vision. Now, this is such a difficult thing. No, इतनी सोच भी नहीं सकते कि ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, right? How is it possible? How can we do that? I mean, we can't invite a dog at home and just eat on the dining table with us. No, right? I mean, some dog lovers do that, but in general, it's very difficult, right? So let's understand how it can be done. And in the sense how it can be done means how we can know that yes, in everyone with different bodies there is one Krishna, one Paramatma. Okay, so let's read. Okay, I want somebody to read from here to here. Yes, Avni, and then Sanjana, be ready. Avni, unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. A Krishna conscious person does not make any distinction between species or castes. The Brahmana and the outcast may be different from the social point of view, or a dog, a cow, and an elephant may be different from the point of view of species, but the difference of body are meaningless from the viewpoint of learned transcendentalists. This is due to their relationship to Supreme of the Supreme Lord by his plenary portion as Paramatma is present in everyone's heart.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Who would like to explain these lines?
Mataji,
Who? Yes. Yes. Who? Avni, you only I want to do it?
yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead.
In this lines, they are saying that whatever type of body you are having, the Brahmanas will see you inside your Paramatma. Whatever type of body you are having.
Very good. One point. In everybody, there is Paramatma. The learned person will see Paramatma in you. Yes, in everybody. Huh. Then?
And Mataji, that whether the person is they are saying that any animal can be different from our view, but
So any animal, any embodied being can look differently, but in every embodied being there is one Paramatma. Now, very good. Okay, well explained, well tried, Avani. So now the main thing is here. Who is this Paramatma? This is an extension of Krishna. This is the super soul in us. Okay, right? This is the Chaturbhuj Vishnu form inside us. So inside us, there is one soul and one super soul. And this example, Srila Prabhupada explains by the analogy of two birds sitting on one tree. Anybody remembers this analogy? Please raise your hands quickly. I'll be very happy if somebody, even one child, remembers. One, okay, let's see. Yes, Unnati.
Mataji, it is like two birds are sitting on the same tree. One bird is eating the fruits and the other bird is witnessing it.
So what are these fruits that the bird is eating? Fruit of happiness and distress.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
so
wonderful.
The bird who is eating is the soul and the bird who is witnessing is the super soul.
Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. Very nice. So the bird who is witnessing is the super soul which is present in everyone. Very good. Okay, wonderful, Onati. Big Haribol. Yes. Okay, now next few lines. Yes, Kiara, please read. Kiara, would you like to read? Okay. Sanjana. Who is Sanjana?
Me, ma'am.
Okay. Can you switch on your video?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mataji, you unmuted me.
Who is that?
Me, Kiara, you are giving me the permission to unmute.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Please read.
Okay. The bodies are material production.
No. Such an understanding. Oh, so you have to pay attention. We have to read from here. Such an understanding.
Okay, such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge. As far as the bodies are concerned in different castes or different species of life, the Lord is equally kind to everyone because he treats every living being as a friend, yet maintains himself as Paramatma, regardless of the circumstances of the living entities. The Lord as Paramatma is present both in outcast and in Brahmana. Although the body of a Brahmana and that of an outcast are not the same.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. So what do you understand by this? Anybody would like to try? What do you understand? Okay, Sakit.
Mataji, so this sentence means that if we understand the true secret that, if we understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Lord Krishna and that he treats everyone the same, that is the real knowledge. And also, the humans and our material bodies, they are concerned with castes, religions, and various things. Even though
fight over it, right?
And even though there's just one God and that's Krishna.
Wonderful.
The Lord is equally kind to everyone, no matter how they're how they might act. Even though he might punish them slightly, those who are not following his preachings, but he's still kind to them.
Okay, yes. Everybody gets a fruit of how karmas, how they perform their karmas. Yes.
And also he treats everybody as a friend, but is still careful that he doesn't get too close and stays as God.
God is the closest to us. What this means is, I'll explain it to you. There are as far as the different bodies are concerned, Lord is equal to everyone. Somebody is not muted. Please mute. Please mute. Okay. So, children, Lord is equal to everyone. He's not partial to anybody, right? And because he's present as Paramatma in every living entity, be it moving or non-moving, like the trees are non-moving living entities, and the animals, birds, reptiles, etc. are moving living entities. So Paramatma is present in all their hearts, all the moving, non-moving living entities, right? And although the body of a Brahmana and outcast are not the same, right? So this applies to us children. We have preferences for some people in our life and we don't like the others. We can take it this way, that we have to be kind of equal and behave equally with everybody. Like in school also we make groups. कि अरे इसको अपने ग्रुप में नहीं रखेंगे, इसको दूर करेंगे, and we ignore and insult some people. Some children really believe in groupism, which hurts the other people. I hear this. It sounds very kiddish, but it really disturbs some children. So children, you should not try to differentiate amongst your friends. Treat everyone equally. Okay, give respect to everyone and take love and give love to everyone. Okay, this is what we can do at our level here. Yes, and the last paragraph here, not last, but yes, second last paragraph. Would anyone like to try this out? Nitara, would you like to try? Yes, and then
Body-
Sanjana can do the last one. Yeah. Yeah.
The bodies are material productions of different modes of material nature, but the soul and super soul within the body are the same spiritual quality. The similarity of the quality of the soul and the super soul, however, does not make them equally in quantity. For the individual soul is present only in that particular body whereas Paramatma is present in each and every body.
Right. So, what does it mean? Anybody would like to try explaining this? It's amazing.
So like I understood that like the super soul and the soul, there's no difference between them. Like both of them are preaching.
No, there is no difference between them because both are spiritual entities. Means the soul is also from the spiritual world, and of course the super soul is from the spiritual world. So both are spiritual entities. That is the similarity. But what is the difference? They also say what there is some difference. What is the difference?
Like I did not understand the difference. I did not really understand the difference.
Okay. I'll explain. For the individual soul, but what is the difference? The difference is that your soul and my soul and Saket's soul is not the same. But the super soul, which is called Paramatma, in Saket's heart, your heart, my heart, is the same. That is the difference. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, till here, this is the difference. And what is the similarity? That both the soul inside my heart and the super soul Paramatma are from the spiritual world. Okay, that is the similarity and the difference I just told you. Understood? Clear?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now let's read the last this thing. And Sanjana, would you like to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
A Krishna conscious person has A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of this, and therefore he is truly learned and a equal vision.
And has equal vision.
Has equal vision. A similar characteristic of a soul and a super soul are that they are both conscious, eternal and blissful, but the difference that is invisible soul is conscious within the limited jurisdiction of the body, whereas the super soul is conscious of all bodies. The super soul is present in all bodies without distinction.
Thank you. Wonderful. Anybody would like to explain further? They have given one more difference and similarity between soul and super soul. Tell me. Anybody would like to try? Someone else, come on. Om and Shiv. Yes, Om and Shiv.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of
We
this.
read it. We have already read it, beta. I want you to give explanation.
What is the explanation?
Hmm.
The Krishna conscious person who has the full knowledge and he has learned all the equal vision have similar characters like a super soul, like a Paramatma.
Okay. Wait. You read first, okay? You read and then get back. In the meantime, Unnati, would you like to say something?
Yes, Mataji. So here they have given the similarities is that both of them are having an eternal body and a blissful body. But then
So what I get from you is that both the soul and the super soul are made up of Sat, Chit, and Anand. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is eternity, truth and knowledge. Right? Okay.
Mataji.
Yes.
And the difference is that individual soul knows
eternity,
only about
sorry, bliss, eternity, bliss, and knowledge. Yeah.
yes,
And
Mataji. And the difference is that the soul knows only about his own body. He
exactly.
knows what is going on in his own body. But
Hmm.
the super soul knows what is going on in everyone's bodies.
Because
knows
it is the same Paramatma in everyone, right? Whereas the
Yes,
soul is very personal to you, me, Saket, Unnati, and all, right? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so sometimes, we go to our mothers and, we are very sad and mama says, what happened to you? Aaj kya ho gaya? Itni chup chup hai. So you say, pata nahi mama kya ho raha hai, right? I don't know what's happening to me, right? Why am I so sad? So our soul doesn't sometimes know about ourselves, but Paramatma knows exactly what is going on in you. Okay? So that is
Yes,
also the magnanimity of Paramatma. So kuch nahi chupta Paramatma se. If you do, if you all think, children, that you can do something wrong, nobody is watching you. No, Paramatma is ever watching you, and he records everything. Yes, and that report goes to Krishna every day. So be very careful. Okay, wonderful understanding. Anything else you want to say, Unnati? Yeah, before we end the class. Wonderful. Okay, amazing. So now, Sanjana, you just joined today. So we're very happy to have you. You're a wonderful reader, beta. Just send us your phone number and in the chat box, we'll connect. Okay. And Nitara, you also send. Yes, Saket has some question. Yes, Saket.
Mataji, I wanted to tell that in my apartment also many people are there who keep forming groups, and they are like, for every single small fight, they keep saying that person is my enemy, this person is my enemy, and they don't talk to that person at all. And whenever they see that person, they fight with them. Mataji, they think that everybody who's not their friend is their enemy, Mataji. But for me, everyone who's not my enemy is my friend. And
So,
I don't have enemies.
very good. That's a very good attitude. Even when you grow up tomorrow, when you grow up and go to big corporates and work in big companies, this attitude, if you go that yes, everybody is your friend, then you will be really successful. Okay, beta? Right? Thank you very much for your wonderful participation. We end the class today. Hare Krishna. Hare